On this episode of the Bronze Medalist Podcast, we talk about Love Is Not Enough by Converge. To another episode of the Bronze Medalist Podcast. I'm Kayle.
I'm OJ.
We're two professional broadcasters. We like metal and we like to talk about it. And today we're talking about the newest album from American metalcore band Converge.
Yes.
It came out a couple months ago while we were talking about other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've finally gotten around to talking about this album. This is their, I don't even know what number album this is.
Their 22nd album, something like that? Yeah, I don't know.
This is their 11th studio album.
Oh, so it's only double as many.
Yeah, only double as many because it's kind of funny because they have such huge gaps in years in their discography, especially lately, because they've been around now for
over 30 years.
Give them another. By the end of this decade, they will have been making music for 40 years.
Wow.
Or at least Jake and Kurt will have. Because, they got going in 1990, I believe, when the two of them were in high school.
Yeah.
When both of them were like 14 or 15 years old. And they've kept going since then.
Wow.
And the lineup has been the same since 99, I think. When
99.
When they added Ben and Nate, and it's been exactly the same since then.
1999 was 27 years ago.
Yep.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll talk more about the album a little bit later on. First, how are you other than feeling old?
I'm doing fine.
You are in a very old man getup right now.
I kind of am, yeah.
You got your suspenders, your jeans, and you're wearing like just a very plain Chevrolet hat.
Yes.
That I've never seen you wear before.
It was given to me by someone who was at the time selling Chevrolets.
I see. It's just a black hat or a gray hat that has the Chevy logo on it, and it says Chevrolet.
Uh-huh.
No confusion about what that hat is for.
We know exactly what it is.
We know exactly what it is.
Life is very good, man.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
I'm going to have a guest.
Yes.
Over the weekend. That should be interesting.
Yes, it'd be fun. I'm going to probably mow my lawn.
You're going to mow your lawn?
Yeah. I didn't do it last weekend because it was cold and my lawn doesn't need it.
Right, but it's going to be 70 on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be very nice this weekend.
Yeah.
And I don't know. My lawn probably won't need it, but I just want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to do it. Like, I don't know. There's a bunch. There's yard stuff that I don't know.
Sure.
I want to go do it.
You should. I think you should.
I think I should as well. It's the thing of like most of it doesn't need, because also about a third of the grass in my yard is maybe dead or it probably won't come back all that well or get very green because I have two pine trees by my shed.
That does it.
And yeah, those the pine needles have definitely not treated the grass in the rear of the backyard very well.
And the sap is acidic.
Yeah, so I don't think that patch of grass is ever going to look all that good. Closer to the house, it's more lively.
I've seen people do it. There's a trick. There's a trick to it. Like people have a pine tree that's cut up from the ground that's properly pruned, and there's grass under it. And I'm like, how the hell? Because I had a giant 80-foot spruce in front of a house. That spruce was bigger and heavier than the house that I bought, and I had to do special landscaping with special rocks under it.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's going to be no grass here. Got to put something though.
Those trees, they don't have like any branches anywhere near the ground.
Right.
The branches are all high up, but that just means that the needles fall from further, I guess.
Yeah, that's all that means.
They're more widely dispersed. I'm sure my neighbors are happy with those trees.
Yeah.
They both kind of sit behind my shed.
Mm-hmm.
The grass closer to the house and then in the front is in somewhat better shape. There's definitely some patches missing where it seems like some work has been done and whatnot. But
there's ways to bring that back. Do you know what kind of grass it is? What variety?
I have no idea.
Is it a Kentucky bluegrass?
I don't know. It's one of those things where like mostly what I'm interested in is just keeping the grass respectable.
Sure.
I'm not super interested in making the lawn look perfect or anything like that because that takes too much work. Also, it takes a lot of water and other stuff. I don't know what you're doing there that's making noise.
Something squeaky.
It's like I don't want to spend all the money on the water that's going to be needed, especially throughout like the entire last half of the summer.
Yeah.
That doesn't interest me at all.
The water bill can be a bitch around here.
I just want to make sure that my neighbors don't think I'm a meth head.
Right. Or you don't want them to know you're a meth head. Right. Exactly.
Correct, yes. More accurate way of putting that. I just want the yard to look presentable. It seems like I have 2 patches of flowers that are just there back by my
do they have flowers in them, or they're just boxes for flowers?
There are patches of dirt in the ground where a bunch of shoots are coming up all together. There's no like definite flower beds there. Here, I'll show you a picture of one of the patches. They're both right next to each other, and they're back by the grill. But it's just a patch where there's no grass and a bunch of these shoots.
Okay.
And I sent that picture to my mom and asked her like what she thinks those are, and what did she say?
They might be flowers. It might just be weeds.
It could be. But the fact that there's like that ground seems like it is intentionally bare of grass.
Gotcha.
It looks intentional in any way, but she suspects that they might be irises or tulips. Because also if you look at them, they don't look very weed-like. Those look Those look like the startings of flowers to me.
Bunnies do love tulips.
Yeah, and I've seen a rabbit in the yard a time or two. It's mostly squirrels, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not super. Again, I mostly just want to make sure that the yard doesn't look like a disaster.
Sure.
And have stuff laying out and garbage. Which, by the way, all of the grass clippings, all of the leaves, all of the sticks and random bullshit. It's all been taken care of.
Nice.
All of the bags of fucking leaf litter and stuff that the seller left over, they've all been taken to the compost.
Nice.
And all of the sticks are all gathered in one place.
Sure.
And if we ever get any rain ever again, then I'm going to burn them. I'm going to have a fire.
You're going to burn sticks.
I'm going to burn sticks. They're not going to be happy about it, I'm sure.
No, they're not. What are you going to move on to, like REO Speedwagon next, or?
Yep, and then after that, I will probably go after 38 Special.
Oh, geez. Now you're going for Southern Rock.
Yeah, I might get Scorpions in there too. Let's go international. But yeah, so all the sticks are gathered in one spot. There's some tree branches in there that I will need like a saw or something to cut up. I got a hatchet, but it was first of all an extremely cheap hatchet that I got at Harbor Freight.
You really want a hacksaw is what you want.
Yeah, I want a hacksaw or something. But like I was like, oh, this will work fine for just if there's a bundle of small sticks or whatever, just hit them, and it worked for that. But anything bigger than those sticks, it was like, oh, this is doing nothing.
Right. Anything bigger than the sticks, you probably could have just broke just by going with your hands.
Some of the tree branches there. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, the tree branches that I have there are pretty thick.
Sure.
So yeah, I will need like a hacksaw for that.
Actually, what you should buy is a Sawzall.
Yeah.
Every house needs a Sawzall.
I do need one of those.
Because they make a mini one now that would actually be very helpful in that respect.
Yeah. I do definitely need one of those. I didn't realize that among the tools my brother-in-law left me, there was an oscillating saw.
Nice.
That I probably would have been great for when my dad and I were putting in the vent down in the basement. He brought his scroll saw.
Oh, sure.
And then that was fine for that, but I've seen like people use those oscillating saws. They're like drywall is basically what those are for,
right?
Effectively, and that would have been nice, but yeah, I didn't realize I had it. I need to look through all the stuff in my garage, but yeah,
I have a Sawzall at my ex-wife's house. I don't know if she would claim it.
I don't know. I
could probably just go grab it and bring it over.
You wanted it? Well, I'm to the point now where I kind of want to. I've sort of picked a brand. The tools that I've gotten for free are kind of a bit eclectic, but as far as like extra stuff that I'm going to buy, I think I'm going to stick with Milwaukee.
Okay.
Just because
good brand.
They're a good brand, good tools, but also sticking with the brand also means that all of the various accoutrements are
of the same quality,
of the same type, will fit with each other. The batteries will all be interchangeable and whatnot.
So for like power tools, you want to stick with the same, especially.
For power tools, I'll probably stick with Milwaukee just for the sake of convenience.
You know, if you want to, there's a store down by the Turn to Garrison. They still have a wide range of Milwaukee power tools.
I guess I didn't look at the tools last time I was in there. I think the only times I ever go in there is when I need snacks when I'm about to go kayaking. That's generally when I go in that store.
It's a weird store.
It is a weird, because they have so much stuff and it's all stacked so high you can't see anything.
Right. You want to buy some pet food, you want to buy some beer, want to buy a gun, a microwave, want to buy a lawnmower.
Well,
some beef jerky. You know?
I think it's kind of like that partially because it is so close to the lake.
Yeah.
Where like if you're out camping, you're in the RV or the fifth wheel or something like that. There's like weird stuff that you might need, and you don't want to have to drive all the way to Bismarck or Minot in order to get it.
Right, and there's a reason they call it a mercantile. That's really what a mercantile is. All the shit.
Yeah. Just all the random. It is a general store.
Yes.
A general store. It's like you know, you don't have that very often these days. The feeling that I assume one wants to evoke walking into like a general store in Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
Like, oh, you can buy everything in here.
Well, it's like Menards.
Yeah. Menards has become that way, yeah.
It has.
I feel like they weren't always that way.
Just they have the cheapest milk in town. They have a large candy section. Yeah. You can buy a whole patio set. You can
when did they start stocking groceries at Menards? I feel like that has to be
actually.
Really.
Yeah.
But I feel like that has to be at least like within the last decade, though.
Maybe.
That they started putting
No, it was before 2016.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, when it's been over 20 years, has to have been, because
I feel like it may have just been that, or maybe it's a Minot Menards thing. Maybe Bismarck's Menards wasn't that way, or simply that when my family went to Menards, we did not go to the part of the store where the groceries were because we didn't need to. We went other places to get groceries.
Right. And they got stuff that like no other store in town has, like brands of food. Like, what the hell is this? Is this pickle flavored refried beans? What the fuck is this? I'm eating it, but
they got the half-pound Reese's cups.
Yeah,
or whatever, or however big those are. Quarter pound? I think they're quarter pound cups.
They're huge.
They're massive.
Yeah,
they're ridiculous.
I don't think they have them anymore. I think that was a limited time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can still go buy the little ones.
Yeah, I can't remember if I've gotten that twice or I just got it the one time.
And there were two.
When I found out they existed.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out where I could get them. And then our friend Hannah was like, they have them at Menards. And I immediately went to go get one. And I think that might have been the only thing I got at Menards.
Going to Menards, what, for giant Reese's cups?
Giant Reese's peanut butter cups. Yeah. Someday soon I will not have to go there first thing in the morning on weekends.
You know what? Sorry, man.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean, it'll become less frequent over time, but it's still gonna be the thing.
I know. Like what I'm saying is that I won't have to do it every week. Like the where I'm getting to now in the move-in process, it's
my glasses.
Your titty flashers is what they are.
Yeah.
By that I mean the adjustment tabs on your
these right here.
On your
you should see the light show in your hallway right now.
It's the adjustment tabs on his suspenders.
Yes.
Which are mounted at tit height.
Yes. They are just above and to the side of my nipples.
All right. Good to know.
So everyone knows.
Just so everybody's got an accurate picture in their head.
And I'm not wearing a shirt. No, I am. I'm wearing a shirt.
But yeah, the like where I'm trying to get with the house right now is just so that I don't have something that I need to go do right now.
Right.
Where I can get home, like where I can go straight home.
Right.
After work, which I did today. And I at the moment there's not really anything pressing that I want to get or fix. Like the two things left that need to be fixed are that one broken outlet in the kitchen.
Sure.
That just randomly stopped working. It was working, and then in the middle of boiling water for coffee one morning, it just stopped.
I'm done.
It just the outlet just died for some reason, so I got to fix that.
You got to get a tester. You need to have an in-home outlet tester.
And then I need to get a new valve kit for my toilet, or whatever that whole shebang is called.
That's actually way easier than you think it might be. I've done it many times.
I'm sure it is, and I think I've seen what I'm sure is a newer version of the exact one that's in there at Ace. Mm-hmm. But considering that this one is doing what it's doing, I'm like, should I get the same one again? Has it always done this?
Well,
or is it just old? Yeah. So that's the thing is like I know that this one fits. It's like a Fluid Master or whatever it's called. Which does sound a little gross. Maybe.
Just a little gross.
But like I know it fits. Maybe this one's just not mounted properly, or maybe it's gotten loose over time. Maybe water's gotten into the little bulb or something. I don't know.
And all of the squishy parts that you rode over time.
Yeah, so that might be because the problem is that the float does not sit quite high enough. Most of the time when the tank is done filling, the float sits just a little too low, and there's a slight hiss.
It's the float that's actually supposed to stop it. So it should, in theory, it should float up enough until the float is at the right angle to stop water coming into the tank.
And it does. Just it's the slightest tiny, like it's negligible the amount that it leaks, but because it's water pressure coming through a thing, it hisses,
right,
and it is fairly audible,
right.
So I don't know what component in there is not working the way it's supposed to.
You just buy the whole assembly.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But I got to get around to doing that, and I got to clean out the gutters in my front yard because I did that over the weekend. I did the gutters in the backyard, so they had covers on the gutters. I don't know when those covers got put on, but it's clear to me that after they got put on, no mind was ever again paid to the gutters because there was probably about 5 pounds of silt that had built up in those gutters over the course of who knows how many years that I had to dig out with a trowel. And after the ladder that I bought a big fancy bulky multi-folding ladder thing. It's one of those crazy ones that's like 2 ladders in one, and you can do it's all this things. It's
you
like,
can sit it in the middle of the room, or you can lean it up against the side of a building, or
it can be you can lay it totally flat, and it's twice as long. It's
microwave safe.
That it is not. It is made of metal. But like I know those things are like it was expensive as hell.
Sure,
but.
You won't regret it.
Yeah, I basically figured like it's basically gonna be the only ladder I'll ever need.
Mm-hmm. It's the only ladder you'll ever need.
Even if it is ludicrously heavy. It's very, very heavy. Well, good. And a pain in the ass to move around.
Means it's steady. I've had some of those ladders. This doesn't weigh anything, and you get halfway up it, and it's, well, this is sort of. It's Boeing. Oh my god!
You need to engage your core strength in order to keep it upright. Basically, you shouldn't have to balance. You should only have to balance yourself on the ladder, rather than having to balance the ladder
itself.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy with the purchase. And while I was walking around Home Depot with the ladder, I ran into another person that was looking for trowels because I was going to dig out my gutters. And while I was looking at there was a guy and his wife there, and he's like, "That's a great ladder. We got that a couple years ago. We love it." Like, good. Vote of confidence.
See, you're gonna be able to bond with other people on another level like you've never bonded before.
I suppose so, yeah.
Being a homeowner. And by the way, any project that's like you're putting in a new sink or you're building a cabinet or anything, you think you could go to Menards once? You're not.
I know. Yeah, I know that. I mean, I do try to be a measure twice, cut once type of person. I try to know everything that I'm going to need, everything I'm going to have to do.
Then you'll be wrong.
And I will be wrong. I'm aware of that. It's happened several times already.
I'm sure.
Where I'm like, fuck, I forgot this thing. Shit.
I mean, that's like me tonight.
Yeah.
When I got in my car.
You drove to my apartment.
No, my car drove to your apartment.
That's
I told
right.
You that.
Sorry, I forgot your economy model Honda.
Yeah.
Has self-driving.
Self-driving. I was in the back seat.
Yeah.
And I got to a stoplight, and I looked up at the stoplight, and I looked over at Cashwise Foods, and I looked down the street, and I went, "Fuck, shit."
I mean, technically, it is still my apartment until the end of the day tomorrow.
Right.
I don't have the keys anymore. Right. I turned those over and did my walkthrough.
I got to remember. In fact, I should do that when I leave here.
What are you doing?
Put the stickers on because my tabs expire in my car.
Yes.
As of the end of the day tomorrow.
Yes, you should do that. You should do that.
So I bought them today.
You bought them.
Mm-hmm.
What if our friend who works for the sheriff's department and also voice tracks for us gave you a ticket when he pulled into the parking lot? It was just like, tabs are expired.
Sorry, man.
I do not think he would do that.
He wouldn't. He would talk about it.
Oh yeah,
because that's the kind of guy he is.
He would mention it.
Did I tell you what I did to him the last time he was in to track?
No.
He was in, and I saw his pickup, and I pulled in next to it, and the passenger door of my car was about a half an inch from the driver's side door of his truck.
Oh, you did that shit?
Oh, I love that. That's a funny joke for me every time.
You did that to me once, and
You were so mad.
I was like, move your car now. I need to go. Move your car. I'm not getting in through the sunroof. Move your goddamn
passenger
car.
seat.
Or the passenger seat. Look at me. Look at this body. You want me to climb over my center console? I'm not that flexible. My car's not that big. I have a little car, a big body, and it does not bend well.
You'll end up getting stuck in the middle, have to put it into drive with your colon.
Yes. This body doesn't go over the center console, okay? But yeah. I'm still playing Resident Evil 4, the remake of it anyway.
Right.
Having a good time with it. It's taken me quite a while to like get the hang of the gameplay loop a little bit, like because it's pretty different from the other games in the series I've played so far, in so much that there's a lot more mechanics to fighting.
Sure.
Like depending upon where you shoot the enemies, you can stagger them and you'll be able to do like a melee attack against them.
Nice.
And because of that, positioning is also really important because maybe you want to shoot and stagger this one enemy, and if you do a melee attack, you'll hit like 3 of them and stuff. Like there's different ways to figure it out. And it's sort of taken me a while to get the hang of that, and I still don't feel like I'm very good at it. But
are you playing? Is it on PlayStation?
Yeah, on my PlayStation.
Because you know what they've been trying to sell me lately a lot.
What?
There's this solid state memory stick with a heatsink in it that you can install inside your PlayStation 5. Inside, so you can actually put PlayStation 5 games on it. Like it'll give you another 2 terabytes. So because I have 500 gig.
Yeah.
On mine, I could really use the storage because those games are small.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
It's like
having to
$30 or something.
I don't like the idea of having to open up my PS5 in order to install something.
Wait, here's the funny thing. They showed how to install it. You're just taking the side panel off, which is really easy. And you're not opening up anything. There's just one compartment on the outside of the machine that you just unscrew the thing. You have to put this thing in, screw it down, put the thing back on, put the panel back on.
But what if Mr. Sony finds out I did that?
Mr. Sony?
Yeah.
Well, he's been watching.
I mean, my PlayStation might still be under warranty. Yours is almost certainly not.
And mine's refurbished.
Yeah. So mine might still be under. It probably isn't because I've had it for long enough at this point. I doubt it's still under warranty. But yeah, I don't know. I also generally don't use my PS5 all that much, so it's not a huge deal to me to just delete some games from the hard drive.
Yeah.
Would you like me to pull the blinds down?
If you would, yeah, that'd be. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go.
I'll pull the curtain too.
Thank you. This old man needs to retain what eyesight he has left.
Well, I keep it open just because Zima likes to look out the window.
Right.
But there's actually birds down here. There's actually stuff for her to look at. It was so barren up there on South Hill.
Right.
There was trees out the window, but it seemed like there was never any birds or anything like that. There weren't squirrels. It's like there's always stuff for her to look at here.
Right. In the valley, you're almost like in a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. You're right by the river.
This weekend, I might take her outside in her harness.
Nice.
And show her the yard, I guess.
Go walk your cat.
Well, I guess you can walk on the. She's walking on the table, looking at the lamp. She loves lamp. But yeah, I need to. Partially because I've been playing so much, like what I've been doing for a while is like when I don't have a new game to play, that's when I'm like, oh, I will paint some more Hammer. But because I've been engrossed in this game, I haven't gotten around to building and painting stuff, which I ought to do if I want to get actually get signed up for that league this summer.
My boy has convinced me that I need to actually start cycling through the Assassin's Creed games.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how far back are you planning to go?
I
don't think the first one is worth it.
I have 6 games on my PlayStation in the external storage.
Which ones?
I think I have Assassin's Creed 2. I have Brotherhood. I have.
Okay.
I have
2's a good place to start.
2's a good place to start.
The first, you can look up if you're curious about the plot, just look it up. The gameplay is not good.
It's not good?
I mean, it was fine for the time, but like I played it for the first time right around the time that I think Assassin's Creed Revelations came out.
Okay.
And I was really, really frustrated with the game mechanics at times. It was kind of undercooked.
Gotcha.
Assassin's Creed 2 plays much more fluidly than 1 does. I think the combat mechanics were much more fleshed out, and it's a lot more pleasing to play, generally speaking.
So I actually jumped right to Curse of the Black Pearl.
The Black Flag?
Yes.
Black Flag is the first game in the series that kind of did what they've done since then, which was kind of like, we don't need to bother actually trying to connect any of these games and make this universe make sense. Fuck it, you're a pirate now. Like at the very least, Edward was was the grandfather of the main character from Assassin's Creed 3. Like the characters are still connected in that way, but like they'd totally gotten rid of the modern day through line.
Sure.
Like Desmond was dead. Like now you're a game developer, I think, working for this company that's just Abstergo. It's the Templars.
Well, what was the name of the original guy? The original guy.
The modern guy?
No, back in time. The original
Altair.
assassin. Yeah. Was he the descendant of Edmund? No.
Yeah. Well, okay. I can't remember the lore exactly. Altair and Ezio are both descendants of Desmond, but I don't think Altair is Ezio's direct descendant. I think there's 2 different branches of the family. Because both of Desmond's parents were both assassins from these long-lived lines, and I can't remember where the fuck the Kenways fit into it. Like Edward and... I don't remember the middle son who's the villain of Assassin's Creed 3. I don't remember his name. and then Connor is the main character of Assassin's Creed 3.
Right.
I don't remember if the Kenways are descended from Ezio or not. I don't remember how any of that works.
Because I think that's because Max and I, we did Halloween that way, where we, try to do father and son sort of stuff like that. And then one time I was Edmund, and I think he was Connor.
Edward.
Edmund?
Yeah.
Edward, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what the middle, what Connor's dad's name is. Edward's son.
Right. But he's the villain.
Yeah, because he joins the Templars instead.
Right.
But I don't remember what his name is. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've played any Assassin's Creed games because they kind of lost me. They lost me when they sort of lost the plot.
So that's where they lost you, like at that game?
Black Flag was great.
Yeah.
Like the game mechanics for Black Flag were great, and it wasn't so divorced from the story of the rest of the games that it lost me. What lost me was Unity, the one in the French Revolution.
See, I think that's Max's favorite one.
Yeah. I think for me it was because I played it close to launch and it was extremely buggy. But I remember liking the character.
Sure.
But it also was the first game that really was emblematic of the trend of the modern Ubisoft game, which is to say 5 trillion things to do and go collect on the map. Everything. There's 8 fucking trillion symbols on the map for you to go collect. 4,000 feathers. Go and get this bullshit. It's fucking. There's too much stuff. There's too much stuff. I don't fucking care.
I've also played that one. What's the one that takes place in Norway or whatever?
Valhalla.
Yeah. That's like that.
I know people like I think like Odyssey and Valhalla are like a lot of people really like them, but for me, I'm like, why are these Assassin's Creed games? Just make a game that takes place in like a slightly fantasy version of Greek, ancient Greece, or make a game that takes place in again a slightly fantasy version of the Viking Age. Because the thing is, like, there's supernatural shit that happens in that, which has always been around in Assassin's Creed. Because the reason why your assassins have these supernatural abilities is because there's an ancient race of superhumans that. I don't remember all this shit, man.
Yeah.
It's that series is a mess.
It is. I mean, I when I started playing Assassin's Creed Tokyo Drift, I thought it was yeah.
I mean that's the most recent one, isn't it? There's not literally Tokyo Drift, but it takes place in medieval Japan.
Yeah, that is most recent. Yeah, prior to that one took place in ancient Persia, or something. I thought
it was Egypt.
Maybe it is Egypt.
Yeah. Because ancient Persia would just be Prince of Persia, which is the precursor series to Assassin's Creed.
Right. Yeah.
Those are Ubisoft games, and that is where they, developed the like climbing and technology that they use in, like that's where that comes from in Ubisoft is the Prince of Persia series, but starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Remember that movie?
Famously Egyptian.
Or Persian.
Sorry.
Famously Iranian.
Yes.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Descendant of the great kings of Persia, the Gyllenhaals.
The Gyllenhaals, yes. But anyway, you know what series isn't a mess? The various Converge albums that have come out over the years.
They're not a mess.
Including this album, Love Is Not Enough.
From last month?
February.
February.
Came out in February.
Right.
So yeah, Love Is Not Enough is the 11th studio album from Converge, which is a American metalcore / hardcore punk band from Salem, Massachusetts. Greater Boston area, I suppose. They've been around, like I mentioned, since 1990. And they've had the same lineup since 1999 or 2000. I can't remember exactly when. And have just been going strong, cranking out albums ever since then. They are like it always feels a little weird calling them a metalcore band because they're so different from the vast majority of other bands you would call a metalcore band, and it's simply because they're the only ones left from back when what they sound like was what metalcore was.
Right.
Like
They're the horseshoe crab of heavy metal.
Yeah, they're pretty much the only ones left from back then in the 90s. Everybody else, like there's some late 90s bands that, like Killswitch Engage got started in the late 90s. They're still around. Other than that, everybody else is pretty, like, Every Time I Die is gone. Dillinger Escape Plan is gone, other than reunion tours every once in a while.
Right.
But yeah, like that style of like metallic hardcore from the 90s is there's not really anyone else around still doing it. And that's not to say that their sound hasn't changed, because boy, their sound has changed over the years. One album to the next, the shift is not generally that huge. But if you listen to this album next to Jane Doe, things are going to sound pretty different.
A bit, yeah.
That being said, Jane Doe also just kind of sticks out in their discography in general, because it also sounds pretty different from everything else. Because they were really trying some shit with that album, which is what made it so legendary.
Yeah.
It's why it's, so remembered as probably will always be their best album, because they went to some places.
Don't get me wrong, this one is fantastic.
This album fucks. But it also, not very long.
No, there's some short songs on here.
This is their shortest album they've ever made. It's only 31 minutes long.
Right.
It's also probably, I want to say, the angriest album they've made in like 20 years. The last time I can remember them sounding this fucking mad was No Heroes in 2005. Since then, like, they've not to say that their sound has mellowed at all, because it hasn't really, but like the sound, the fury has sort of transmuted into something a little bit more melancholy most of the time. And this album definitely has its more downbeat moments to it.
Yes.
But the more up-tempo stuff has some anger to it that I feel like hasn't really been felt in a lot of Converge songs in a while. It seems like there's some, I suppose it's hard not to be a little galvanized if you're part of a punk band, effectively, in this day and age. But this album is their shortest. It's also I think, I can't remember if there was any collaboration on their last album that was just them, which came out in 2017, I think, is when The Dusk in Us came out.
Really?
'Cause
9 years ago?
Yeah, like Blood Moon was them plus Chelsea Wolfe,
right,
plus Stephen Brodsky from Cave In. Although one could say Stephen Brodsky from Converge for like 1 year in the 90s.
Right. More accurately from Cave In.
To say from Cave In.
Yeah.
But like they made it a point to do all of this themselves, not bring in guest musicians or do collaborations. There's a quote right on their Wikipedia page from Kurt Ballou, who's like, there are songs on Blood Moon that I barely play guitar on. And it's like, I didn't want this to be like that. I wanted this to be, just a pure Us sort of album, and boy is it. This is, I mean, it's every single element of what makes them firing on all cylinders, I think.
Yeah, and there's a diversity on here that I mean, okay, I played this for my 14-year-old.
Yes.
We're in the car. And by the way, the fact that it's 30 minutes long means that I feel like I've attached myself to this more than any of their other albums.
Yeah.
Because I got to listen to it 3 times.
Yeah. You can easily listen to it multiple times.
So I played it for, and I said, give me your pros and cons. He said, I really love the energy. I really love their technical ability. I really love how it changes. Now we're angry and now we're kind of sad for a moment. I really like that. He says, but some of the more chaotic moments, since I've never really heard them before, seem a bit samey to me. But that's because I'm not, he realized that's because I'm not really acquainted with what this is supposed to be.
Yeah, I suppose. I think they definitely do have a tendency on some of the higher energy moments of not having a ton of riffage necessarily, which, I mean, for me, something I keep in mind with bands like that and bands like this with that sort of sound is that, like, Converge's DNA is about 95% hardcore punk, which is not the most riff-focused genre in the world. It's more about the energy and the feeling and the anger, and less about, you know, how complicated the individual riff you're doing is, the way that you would get in something like thrash metal.
Right.
Punk is generally less of a riff-driven genre. Not to say that there aren't great riffs in punk.
Like newer hardcore punk.
Yeah, newer, yes. Especially newer hardcore punk is like that.
I'm gonna have to bring some Bad Brains here at one point.
Yeah. I know what hardcore punk band did we talk about?
Like early
Dead Kennedys.
Dead Kennedys.
We did
right,
Dead Kennedys. That's right. Bad Brains or Black Flag or something like that. I feel like I tried to comprehend the history of Black Flag at some point, and there's just so many eras. It broke my brain a little bit.
It's very storied.
Yeah. Because I didn't realize that, like, Henry Rollins wasn't in the band for that long.
No, he wasn't.
All things considered.
Right. Yeah. They started on opposite coasts.
Yeah.
He was selling ice cream.
Well, he was also like he was like 19 at the time, and they were all a fair bit older to him.
He was born in 61, so I think it was 1980 or 81.
Pretty
so he was
young,
19,
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He looks almost exactly the same. Well, his hair is just silver now.
Yeah.
He's hardly changed.
It's because he works out, doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs. He's straight edge.
He's just got the same square jaw and intimidating presence as he always has. Henry Rollins is an interesting man.
He is.
But Converge. Sorry, I heard a noise that sounded vaguely like a cat retching. Oh. But it must have been the wind. That I know is the chair creaking. But yeah. So does this album slap?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it slaps.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah.
Don't you know?
Oh yeah, it sure does slap.
Oofta.
So as far as score goes, this has got an 84 on Metacritic, because enough people reviewed it that it has a Metacritic score. I feel like we haven't had that in a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, this album I think is pretty damn well liked. This is reviewed very well. I saw a little bit of conversation about it where people are like, this is probably their best album in a long time, and I'm inclined to agree. I definitely like this. I would put it above The Dusk in Us and All We Love We Leave Behind, I think.
Okay.
It's hard to judge it against Blood Moon because Blood Moon is so different to this. Right. It's just a totally different kind of beast.
Not really a Converge album necessarily.
Yeah, like they're definitely there in part of the DNA, but it's a different thing entirely.
Son of Converge.
Yes, son of Converge.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song on the album?
Okay, there are different songs I like for different reasons.
That's fair.
And it's different things. Like Bad Faith, I really like because the chuggy riff in there is just the sort of epic kind of almost weirdness of Gilded Cage.
Yeah, that song's weird, but I like it a lot.
I love that song.
That was a contender for me.
But I think my favorite moment, and if you put these two together as one song, the 1-2 punch of Make Me Forget You
and We Were Never the Same.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you. We Were Never the Same. It's funny because it's the album closer. It was also one of the singles they released, which I feel like doesn't happen a lot with bands. Usually you don't put the last song on the album as one of your singles.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think the two of those songs together as the final two definitely is a hard hitting combination. For sure. Make Me Forget You is like classic Jacob Bannon lyricism.
Gave me a lump in my throat.
Yeah, like that is like so succinctly his style of lyrics for sure. Like it puts you back into the mind of like stuff that he was going through on Jane Doe.
Yeah.
Not quite as tortured as literally everything on Jane Doe is. Like, that's, I think, one of the most tortured albums in its genre, at the very least, that I can think of. If you read through all of the lyrics together, especially like the lyrics for Concubine, if you've ever, the opening track of the song, if you look in like if you have like a CD booklet or I'm sure my vinyl has it has the lyric booklet as well. None of those lyrics are in the song.
Really?
Yeah. None, like I don't know if he purposefully wrote it this way or if it's just a quirk of how they, like, what happened in the production booth. I've not heard the story, but the lyrics that are in the lyric sheet are, it's this really flowery, very not really flowery, but poetic, really well written, poetic lyrics. The only thing that's said on the album, and it's hard to tell because the vocal recording on that album is not great.
Right.
But the only words that Jacob is saying is just "You'll stay gold, I'll stay gold," over and over and over and over and over again. That's all that's being said on that song. Like, none of the lyrics are in there whatsoever.
Here's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Here's what I did say.
I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
It's it's hard to talk about Converge and not end up talking about Jane Doe a little bit, because it's just that kind of album.
Yeah.
But this is really good. Mm-hmm. This is really good.
Yeah.
26 years later, surprise, surprise, Converge has still got it.
Yeah, they do.
They still know what they're doing. I'm shocked that Jacob Bannon is able to produce any sound out of his voice box at this point in his career.
Yeah.
After the way he's been doing it for so long. Like, I mean, he definitely does. If you hear him in interviews, he definitely is a little bit like Corpse Grinder.
Yeah.
Where, like, they definitely can still perform, but you can hear the toll it's taken on them over the course of their career. Like, Jacob Bannon is very raspy, and Corpse Grinder is very much like that as well. George still sounds great on stage.
Right.
But
you hear him speak.
Yeah, it's clear he's been doing that for his entire adult life.
Are you in the mafia now, George? Let me tell you.
He's got a very husky voice at this point. But, because I feel like Jacob Bannon's vocals, when he's, going with the full scream instead of the more hardcore, like, yells that he does, it's some of the most genuinely painful sounding harsh vocals.
Like you can taste blood
while
you're listening to this.
I've seen them described as throat shredding,
right?
Multiple times, and I would agree that it's I think the best description of their quality. It's how they sound. It sounds genuinely painful, and it's part of what makes, on top of just his lyrics being well written, but his delivery really sells them too. It's just the power and the probably genuine pain behind them, on top of the emotional impact of them. But yeah, what medal do you bestow upon this album like Moscow Not a Chewbacca?
It gets a gold.
It gets a gold.
Yeah.
It's a gold. You'll stay gold.
You'll stay gold.
I'll stay gold.
I'll stay gold.
Pony boy. All right, next week, what do you want to talk about?
Well, okay, I was thinking, and I used my thinker, and I funked this.
You used your thinker.
We were going to talk about the new
Neurosis
album, but I was thinking in between listening to a new album by old guys, and then next week listening to a new album by old guys.
What about an old album by new guys?
That's what I was thinking.
How does that work, though?
I was thinking, well, here's the deal. An album that was recorded by 3 teenagers and a 22-year-old physical therapist. An album called Show No Mercy
by
Slayer.
All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
From 1983.
Which one of them was the physical therapist?
Tom.
I was going to say that sounded right. That's my brain was that Tom?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Slayer's first album?
Yeah, first full-length album.
All right, hell yeah. Why don't we do it? Let's do it.
All right.
Slayer next week. Until then, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our podcast feed on whatever service you're using to listen to us. And thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Bronze Medalist Podcast. I'm Kayle.
I'm OJ.
Congratulations.